Hello, this is Liz Lawless, your host for Wild West Diversity, where we tell the rarely and untold stories of multicultural contributions to the settling of the American Wild West. Each Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be sharing a historical legend and a living legend. Someone from history and someone living that Western lifestyle today, keeping it alive for the future generation. We hope you'll join us on Thursday. If not, we'll see you on the trail. Hello, this is Liz Lawless, your host for Wild West Diversity, and today is episode 71. Very excited. We're coming into the fall season here. We took a little break. We took a little time off so that we could relax a little bit. Vacation. We really weren't vacationing. We were really working on some other cool stuff for you that's coming up this fall. And so we hope you'll just keep checking back with us each week on Thursday at 5 p.m. where we're here. We're going to be interviewing some new folks. And so today we're talking fall rodeos. We're coming into the rest of the season, the end of the season here. All the cowboys and cowgirls are working hard to get their last points, their last money earned over the next 30, 45 days. And then they'll be having the finals. So our man on the ranch, Charles Flores Hearn, Charles has been bareback riding. He started earlier in the spring and worked through the summer. And so he's got about 3 or 4 more rodeos here in Oklahoma. He's been going to rodeos in Waxahachie and Fort Worth and places like that. And so he'll be finishing up here in September at some Oklahoma rodeos, trying to get the rest of his points and cash prizes so that he can go to the finals at the State Fair of Texas. So mark your calendar today for that rodeo near you if you're in the North Texas area or you plan to come to Texas for the State Fair. The State Fair is usually 3 weeks, starts the end of September and runs into the 3rd week of October. And we will have Cowboys of Color rodeos on October 12th and October 13th. That's a Friday and Saturday night. That's a second weekend of the season of the State Fair. So if you have a ticket to the State Fair, you'll get into the rodeo free, but they only have 6,500 seats there. So you got to get over there early and get in line. The rodeo will be in the evening, about 6:30 or 7. And so you want to be sure you get over there by 6 o'clock to get a good seat. And if you've got your ticket, you're there at the fair, that's going to get you into the rodeo. So also you can check out our cowboysofcolorrodeo.com site. You can go there. We're going to have some new photos up from our Dallas rodeo. We're going to have some media links with interviews with the Hearn family, with Harlan and Wendell, and they did a great job for us this summer, talking about the rodeo and talking about the history of Black cowboys and cowboys of color. And so we want you to go check those things out at the website there. You always can go back at Wild West Diversity on our YouTube channel. So we wish you'd do that. We'd ask you to go and check out the YouTube channel today and subscribe. Punch that red button or that black button and subscribe today. And that way you'll get notified when we do a new interview and when a new interview gets loaded. So we'll be talking with some more folks. We're going to get the Diaz family in here one way or the other. We're going to be talking with some additional authors. Our friend Coy Poitier, our master gardener, has a new book. So he's actually going to do double duty. We'll probably have him on our author site too, as well as our Wild West Diversity here, because the history of Black farming, very important thing. And there are lots of programs available to support farms and ranches, especially now during drought season. We've not had a lot of rain down here in the Southwest and the Midwest. So a lot of our farms and ranches are suffering a little bit, but there is help. There are programs available. And so we'll be talking about some of those USDA programs that are available, some of the agricultural programs that are available for people. So especially smaller farmers and minority farmers and stuff. So be sure to come back and check that out. We'll be talking to some of those folks. We'll also obviously coming into the holiday season. So the big rodeo will be going on in Las Vegas the first week of December. That's the professional rodeo. The PRCA finals will be going on. Some of our cowboys are competing there and hope to go there. Those are the people that have done the best all year long, and they're really out there to compete for big money. So, and I mean hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it's a exciting time. It's one of those things. It's kind of like the going to the Super Bowl, or you can't tell somebody about it. You have to experience it. So it's one of those things. Everybody ought to go to Las Vegas for the PRCA, the professional rodeo, and get that done. So put that on your bucket list if you haven't done that for sure. We're going to be making some bigger announcements. I've got on my shirt here. I'm going to stand up for you. This is our new Cowboys of Color Rodeo, our legacy T-shirt that we've done for Mr. Hearn, and on the back of it, it says, "God sent me here to be a cowboy." So, if you want to support us, you can in our endeavors. Shirts are available at the new blue collar NYC.com. That's the new blue collar NYC.com. You can go there and you can get your legacy T-shirt, and part of the proceeds are going back to our educational program. So, and we'll be telling you more about that too as we go along here. We're going to be probably doing some uh, pre-camp activities, maybe through the holidays here at Thanksgiving and Christmas. We're going to do some riding lessons for kids. So if you've got some kids that have been wanting to learn to ride, you can bring them out. We're going to be out at our cowboy church, one of our cowboy churches south of Dallas. And we're going to be doing that. So be watching for those things. And this is kind of a precursor to our summer camp and our spring break camp that we're going to do in March and July of next year. So your kids can come out if you've got seventh and eighth graders, especially. The camp is specifically for seventh and eighth grade. And so they're going to be studying Texas and American history, and they're going to be choosing a Western story or location or event from the 1800s. And then they're going to write their own story. They're going to place themselves in that story and write their own story. And then we're going to produce that story somehow. It may be a poem, it may be a song, it might be a short book, it might be a video, might be apparel, it might be some kind of clothing, it might be some kind of art, might be a painting or a sculpture or something like that. And so we're going to have our mentors there. We're going to have our adult professional mentors, our filmmakers, our authors, our clothing designers. Those folks are going to be there to talk to the kids and tell the kids what their life's like, what their day and what a day in the life is like for somebody that's an author or somebody that's a fashion designer or somebody that's a cowboy. So we'll have some of our cowboys and cowgirls there too to talk with the kids. So put that on your list. That'll be coming up next March 2024, and on in the summer in July before our Dallas rodeo. So be sure to take a look at that and do that. The other thing that we've got coming up is the holidays for sure. And so if you've got friends or family and they are the Western enthusiast, as we call them, in your life, this is a great thing for them. We've got Cleo Hearn's Cowboys of Color Rodeo book, Mr. Black Rodeo. We've got his children's books. We've got his coloring books. We're working right now on the biography for his life. And so hopefully that'll be available for you coming up here shortly. But look for those things. Those are things you can do. It's a great thing. We have our wildwestdiversity.com. That's our e-newsletter, and there you're going to get articles each week about historical characters that we've talked about, as well as our living legends that we're interviewing and stuff. And so if you've got somebody that loves Western lifestyle, this would be a great gift for them. You can actually gift them a membership. It's just $9 a month or $90 for the year. And they can get 12 months of articles related to Western history. And these are stories that they're not going to be able to find anywhere else. These are not stories that are told in the traditional media or in the mainstream media or on the television shows and things like that. So, if you've got somebody that loves Western history, this would be a great gift for them. So, go and visit wildwestdiversity.com. What you need to do is just put their email in, and or you send me an email and say it's a gift, and we'll work it out for you. So you can email me at wildwestdiversity@gmail.com. That's wildwestdiversity@gmail.com, and just say, hey, I want to do a gift for somebody in my family. Maybe your father, maybe your grandfather, maybe a stepfather, it may be a father-in-law, maybe a brother or a cousin, somebody. It may be a female, it may be an aunt, it may be a sister-in-law, it may be a sister. So whoever that is, think about that. Think about the holidays coming up for those Western enthusiasts. You might want to get them rodeo tickets too. So or tickets to the state fair so they can come to the rodeo. The other opportunity that will be coming up will be in January. That's our Fort Worth Rodeo on Martin Luther King Day. And so you can go and get tickets for that. Tickets are on sale now. They sell out every year. They have 17,000 seats. So you still got a chance over there to get a good seat. But they will start selling those tickets, and they will sell out before the rodeo in January. So take a look at that. That's the Monday, the third Monday of the month, Martin Luther King Day. It's an afternoon rodeo at 2 o'clock. So you can get in and out, go over there to Fort Worth if you live anywhere in the North Texas area. Even if you live in Oklahoma or somewhere else, you could plan a week to come in because a lot of people are off on that day. So consider that. Well, we thank you so much for watching. We thank you. We're going to be a little bit shorter today because it looks like our man Charles, man on the ranch, Charles was going to join us, but it looks like he's not able to get here. But I will tell you that we're very proud of him. He's been bareback riding. He's gone out and gotten his own sponsors. And so we want to give a big shout out to his sponsors. That's 4D Excavation over in Odessa, Texas. They've been sponsoring Charles for the last few months. And so we appreciate that so much that he's got that sponsor. I mean, he's 21 and he's already out pursuing that. We want to thank AJS Buildings as well. They've been a sponsor for him too. And so if you want to be a sponsor, if you want to sponsor the rodeo or a rodeo cowboy, you can always get in touch with me here at wildwestdiversity@gmail.com, or you can follow us on social media on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, and you can find Instagram or TikTok. You can put a message in the comments under any of our rodeos here, or our interviews, our Wild West Diversity interviews. You can always comment down below, and we will get those comments and respond to you. So I guess that's pretty much what I've got to talk about today. So don't be a stranger. Come back. We will be back next week with another great interview. We'll be talking about one of our historical legends, and then we'll also be talking with one of our living legends. So do that. We also will be following up again in a few months with Alex Ewings, our new blue collar fashion designer, because they're going to have some other news, programming experiences for us related to Cowboys of Color. And so get your shirts while you can. We have a limited edition of these shirts. This is a legacy shirt. So go and get that for sure at the new blue collar at nyc.com. You can do that there. And then the very last thing I want to mention is if you're in some other part of the country, we would love for you to come to the Rodeo Memorial Day weekend. We are going to be doing our Legacy Rodeo in honor of Mr. Hearn's 65 years as a calf roper and 50 years producing rodeos. That's going to be on May the 25th, 2024 at the Mesquite Championship Rodeo Arena. And so put that on your calendar. We'd love for you to come. We have people come from all over the world that come to that rodeo. And that come to Mesquite because that is one of the places that's been around for over 50 years. And that used to be what you saw when you watched something on television. If you saw rodeo on television in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, you were probably watching the Mesquite Championship Rodeo. So um, nowadays, you can see live streaming. You can see rodeo on the Rodeo channel. You can see it on the Wrangler channel. You can see it on YouTube videos, and so lots of things. There are lots more opportunities today to find a rodeo. So just do a search, and you'll get some of that history. You won't get our history unless you go to Wild West Diversity, but you'll get the normal, regular, average cowboy stuff that for all the professional and the bull riding, and there's ladies bull riding, and there are Indian rodeos, and there are black rodeos. There are all kinds of rodeos, high school rodeo, college rodeo. And so you can pretty much find a rodeo anywhere that you go, certainly in the Southwest, in the Midwest, Texas and Oklahoma, Colorado, New Mexico, Cheyenne. They had the big rodeo up in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So all across the Midwest, you can find a rodeo. So thanks so much for watching us here at Wild West Diversity. We're here every Thursday at 5 p.m. We're telling you about the rarely and untold stories of multicultural contributions to the settling of the American West. These are stories that you won't hear anywhere else. So we're grateful that we can tell these stories. We're thankful for the people that come on, that are willing to come and interview and do Q&A with us and tell us their stories, because our stories are important. All of our stories are important. We all have a story to tell. A lot of us have dreams about things. A lot of us have dreamed of being a cowboy or a cowgirl all of our lives. And so if that's your dream, we hope that you'll come back here each week and hear the interviews and get inspired and get encouraged, because we want you to follow your dream, especially if you have a dream of living that Western lifestyle and sharing that Western lifestyle with other people like we are here today. So I hope you're having a great week. I hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. I hope you're safe going into the holiday season here. We'll be coming into Halloween and then Thanksgiving and Christmas. I can't believe it's already September. It's the fall. Hopefully we'll get some cooler weather down here in Texas. But we'll be here next Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. If we don't see you here, we hope to see you on the trail. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. This has been Liz Lawless, your host for Wild West Diversity, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Hello, this is Liz Lawless, your host for Wild West Diversity, where we tell the rarely and untold stories of multicultural contributions to the settling of the American Wild West. Each Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be sharing a historical legend and a living legend. Someone from history and someone living that Western lifestyle today, keeping it alive for the future generation. We hope you'll join us on Thursday. If not, we'll see you on